Thank you. Invisibility.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
What a rematch.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
No.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
I feel better already.
Plague our enemies.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Pox upon you.
Going up against me now, folks. That's just
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nothing touches the heart like my venom.
Illusion!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the radiant.
I deserve this. Invisibility.
Monster kill!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Triple kill!
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I'm really freaking out.
Dire's top barracks
You would
has fallen.
thank me if you understood.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's Your turn to ban. Five seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick.
Pugna! Out of my way.
Prepare for battle.
Try me.
Thirty seconds to battle.
Fight! Wandering.
The battle begins.
You wish. I've earned myself a bad reputation. Why not? I'll take a crack at it. Yonder I wander. A rear blast! Attack! Feel my reach. Never told. Already there. Oblivion. By the nether reaches. Out of my way. And go. Oblivion.
First blood.
First blood.
On the twin shall not thirst for.
I was headed that way myself. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm gone. Who needs a blade when you have oblivion? Just try me. Already there. Try me. I was headed to him myself. Get ready. Here I come. Why not? By the nether reaches. I'm going. Ah, this is going to be good. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm gone. Ah, that's the stuff. I'll take a crack at it. Netherly. Out of my way. Out of my way. Yonder I wander. On my way. Wandering. You wish. Why not? Oblivion comes. Netherly. Oh, yes. Nether sorcery. Visibility. Ah, dark. Not on my watch. Already there. By the nether reaches. Stricken! Out of my way. You wish. Out of my way. Oh, I'm gone.
looking down. Dodging RNG. Who's dodging who here?
I believe it's RNG, because you want Bloodseeker against the Mirana. You have a base huge advantage, and Mirana, his harass does absolutely nothing to you. Whereas bottom, you just want to ensure your Pugna is against the Wraith King, because you don't die to the hero. The same way, you know, you're just gonna harass him with Nyx. Like, that's your weaker lane. And in addition, it's the same with an axe. Like, this is a harass lane for TFT. You want that to be against your Bloodseeker.
Yeah, well, CS goes for Monet. There's a banger on him, and Hanskin trying to do his best to keep him away from the creeps, away from getting a CS to remove it. He's got his stout, he's got his quelling, and as you say, once they get in, they should be able to get a good edge on the CS against the Mirana. But first, if we're good, it will push into them though, so RNG will have that wave nice and close to the tower.
I really like the Phoenix doing well. He's going over to just make sure there's no pull shenanigans going on, and leaving Bloodseeker XP under tower by himself. Oh, bottom. Whoa.
Whoa, he's dead.
The Skellies.
Well, that's what. I mean, as you said, this is the Pugna shouldn't really die in this lane, right?
I don't think so.
Alright, sorry, I'm having to be a bit more careful next time.
This is really good for TFT though, because all their lanes, if they're able to snowball, like they can just get a huge advantage in this lane phase, especially the Wraith King. Like, when you get fast levels against Bloodseeker Pugna, no matter who ends up in your lane, you can just shove down tower.
Now his mid lane, as you sort of said, to look out for chest, he's crushing it.
I thought Stay would do pretty well. He got like the initial 4 CS off wave 1, but it's just a tough matchup. You can get harassed really hard by Alina, and Chessie going the right build. I think the 1-1-1. You never want to go. You know, you don't want to skip stun in this lane.
Nice bottom. Serafi is finding CS, but as we saw, not really doing anything about stopping Frost from getting his.
Yeah, Hanskin's down here too.
They've swapped the lanes.
I don't know if this is the right move from TFT.
Because yeah, as you said, you felt that the matchup was bad, and we even saw it. TFT got a kill with these two heroes against this Pugna.
And not just that, Bloodseeker, you want Wraith King against him like level 1 and 2, but now that Monet is level 3, it's gonna get, it's much more difficult. He has the items to sustain. You need to stay ahead of him, but now you're just gonna end up trading. And as you said, Wraith King bottom looked like he was set up to just crush.
I wonder why they changed that. I mean, that sort of time with the change as well gave Monet sort of a free wave where he's now leading the CS on his Bloodseeker.
Yeah. And you can see, like, you just can't really touch this Bloodseeker.
I mean, yeah, maybe they feel that they will have an opportunity to kill Monet. You know, maybe Blood Rages, they get a Wraith Fire Blast into a Splinter Blast, and it's enough burst. And Monet plays it with the back of a 3-4-3, keeping those Fire Spirits on the Wraith King anytime he gets aggressive. It's, if anything, they're the ones that are now in a tricky position.
Yeah, especially the Wraith King against Phoenix, right? Because you hit the skeletons with your spirits as well.
They don't
so not only do they die, but you're going to take no damage. And you can see, like, there's really no ability to pressure here.
Well, here we go, though. Blood Rage, they start to move in. And it will get them a kill. Well, should get them the kill? No? Okay. Bit of a sort of a back off there from Frost. Didn't want to fully commit, but as he
Cass just cursed him right there, but that was just very strange. There were no fire spirits and no silence on Bloodseeker, and he blood raged himself, so of course they're going to go in. And Mane takes a ton of damage. He's going to have to go all the way back to base.
Mid lane is he's finding a bit of CS, but as we see Chess, he's getting a hefty amount of denies in this lane, so yeah, this point where the Alk hasn't quite even hit level 5, but Chess has got level 6, so it's a bit of a dangerous place now for the Alk to be. He's going to have to back off and look towards the jungle. In reality,
Chessie playing that lane very well. Alk has also had to buy a ton of regen. You can see, even though he has a decent amount of CS, like he doesn't even have a Keela finished yet.
I'll take that.
That's a slow start.
How do you pronounce Aquila? Is it Aquila?
Aquila.
It's Aquila, right?
I'd say it's like tequila, isn't it? It's not the same with an L instead of a T.
You know, I never thought of it like that. And I love tequila. Thanks, Ellen. You can, like, what? I just don't. Yeah. Oh my goodness. On Alchemist. Very strange.
It's going to be a tough start for him. Oh! Arrow connects from Yonason fan. Do they have the damage? They get the call, and with the.
Just run the Alchemist in the jungle.
I mean, just making the Alchemist game even more of a nightmare than it already has been.
I love the choice with 2 points in Battle Hunger as well. So strong against any lane he would match up against.
Top lane. Skeletons are out. Will be farmed up. Frosty's got to have a stun again. Up in a second. He's disarmed. SRF's coming with a rotation.
Goodness. Can they have enough?
Doesn't look like it. I won't be able to dive for this one. Another Splinter Blast, bringing Mono down low, and in fact with the Arctic Burn, trying to have a go at this. He has been disarmed once again. The Decrepify is there from SRF.
Oh, Jesse's here as well.
And they've got a Rate 5 Blast. They come in on top of SRF, and he's already used that Decrepify on the Wyvern, so nothing to save himself with. Whoa!
Where's he going?
He's out of it. What? Oh,
Did they use the shrine?
I don't. Yeah, they did. So now they've got to actually walk back to base. So extra sort of wasted time there on RNG's side.
Life of a 5.
A little awkward. And that's going to be them out of the lanes. Hanskin still trying to keep tabs on Stay. Stay has managed to pick up the 6, so can at least go back to the mid lane for a short bit of time.
Yeah, he's starting to do alright as well, but it's just a concern. This Pugna is not going to have much of a game, and his levels are so critical in a game. You're playing against Lina and Wyvern. They hate playing against a high-level Netherward, specifically Lina. Jesse's now in a great spot, and I expect him to go the build that we saw Ori popularize, just the Yules into BKB, because outside of the Bloodseeker option, there really isn't much you can do to Alina, and if he BKBs, he'll take next to no damage from this entire draft.
Yeah, I think definitely against Pugnum and the Nyx Assassin, it's almost impossible for Chess to turn up to fight without BKB in the mid game.
Look how aggressive they're playing. And this is the benefit of this Lina mid. You can just shove and hunt. And with a strong support like Axe, it's just so nice.
Yeah, because Hanskin can go. He can go here and he knows he's going to get punished, and they get the call. They get the follow-up with the Laguna. It should be an alchemical range though. No, won't save him. Enough damage is there to outdo the regen.
Really well played. And that's the phase boots coming into play from Chess. You see a lot of players stick with brown boots. He goes for the double null phase. It just gives him just enough damage and mana pool to ensure that kill.
He knows he's ahead. He knows they're going to go for those invasions. That's just the ticket. You see down bottom, Monet. One of the big hopes here for RNG. After a tough sort of opening 8 minutes. They're gonna go on him. And he's got the cord. Arrow as well. The Anderson fan keeps the side, comes back in with a magical burst, and one more right click will do it. 3-4-3 tries to throw some damage in return, but it's not enough. The Anderson fan holds his ground. The rupture's now worn off. He can walk away. As TFT, they really are making all the right moves.
Just bear in mind, like, it's good on TFT. They just need to ensure they use this advantage to get a couple objectives, notably the mid tower, and maintain control of the map. Because you will still hit a point where there's going to be a Nyx hunting you and a Blink Alchemist, and things get a little scary. You are in a position as RNG where you don't need to win that many fights to take the game. It's just going to come down to a critical Roche turn, and that might just be enough.
It's been gone on. 3-4-3. He may just die here as Hanskin. One more swipe does the job. They've lost Error. They've got the killer return and Hanskin. They're set up. The light strike perfectly onto the 2 of them as Monet's trying to run. He can't escape though with the 3 of them punching him down. Arthur will turn with the stun, but the magical burst is there from Jonas and Fat.
They are playing this game perfect. Hanskin's movement, I mean, part of it is somewhat simple in that he's just planted himself firmly in the Radiant Woods and he attacks any hero he can find, but they keep the Wraith King top. That's super important. He's going to be going for an Armlet first on Frost. I think that's by far the most cost-efficient item on Wraith King. So much damage output, and you don't really care about the life loss because when you're farming, you're going to get those crits. You'll heal. You know, you'll be fine.
Yeah, and I think pretty much. I think most of the games Frost plays, he loves to go for the sort of the Armlet, Blink, Echo, say, but loves sort of this big game, and
they're the best items for cost, right?
And especially in a game like this where you're playing ahead and you want to just sort of crush it and just get involved as soon as possible.
Yep, I think that's something it's become more of a focus for top level teams in this current patch. It's like finding those little ways to get ahead of your opponents, and it's all about how does your gold give you the most damage.
We do see Hanskin getting punished this time. They have the Nyx Assassin on him, coming in with the Vendetta, and Hanskin trapped with the TP, not aware of Arfu's presence. The first Vendetta sort of coming to play. Stay.
He's in some trouble here.
Yeah, being poked a little bit. There's Frost. Oh.
No points in stun on him as well. It's a bit odd to me. I feel like I've seen most Alks get a couple points.
This should be a Dead Alchemist.
Should it be?
As, yeah, they've got the Ray Fire Blast, they've got the Lena combo, and he's got no Chemical Rage. Surely that's enough.
Surely.
Sure. We'll see. I believe we're just fixing some keyboard issues. But a tough start here for RNG. As TFT certainly being able to play as quick as they'd hope. Maintaining the lanes, keeping that edge. And now starting to really get active across the map.
Yeah, I'm playing an excellent game this far. Everybody is doing. I'm just big on items, and I love to see teams that just, you know, they get that early lead and they invest. You know, none of these shenanigans, none of these Midases or brown boots. Like, you just upgrade your boots, get that 2,000-ish gold item to make your hero scale, and then continue playing the same way. Because if you're Final Tribe, you're never really looking to step off the gas. You don't want to ever seed control the Radiant jungle. So.
No, not against an Alk, no. Let's see. Oh, actually using the Winter's Curse.
Puppy paws.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they get the kill. I don't know if they needed the curse for that, but I guess it's sort of safer.
Yeah, and it's no reason not to use it, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, yeah. You don't feel there's going to be any point really where RNG are going to be grouped up and holding as a 5, because at the moment their lineup ain't going to stand a chance if they come 5-5 head on with TFT as mid lane.
Oh, misses the next time. It is incredibly easy to follow up with a 2.5-second Lena stun, and usually both those heroes are dead.
That's top Arfu.
Oh no. So yesterday we had 3-4-3 playing mix, and that did not go so well.
Yeah, they switched it around this game. That is a point to make.
This game we've got Afu, and it's going about as well for him as it did for Aku in the Samurai Jack finale.
What's that?
You never watched Samurai Jack?
No.
Oh my God, Owen. It's one of the greatest animated cartoons of all time.
Then you just spoiled the series. You just told me what happens in the finale.
Oh, I didn't. I said things don't go well for him because he has a bad experience with his real series, and he loses out on a timeshare. That's all. Never go buy a timeshare, Owen. It's a bad decision. However, Final Tribe, they disagree. They've taken out a timeshare in the Radiant jungle, placing wards. Hanskin's still staying aggressive. One of the reasons I love this Axe as a support, you know, he runs down the jungle, he's like, oh, hey, this bottom lane looks like it needs to be farmed. Let me take care of this real quick. And he maxed the Battle Hunger as well. That's a cool build. I like it in a game like this because you're playing against all these heroes that are very susceptible to magic damage in the early game, notably the Pugna and the Bloodseeker. They hate being battle hungered as you get ran at. They have no method of peel, so they're just running away, but a bit slower. Down bottom, Phoenix almost going to hit level 6. Afu hunting.
Let's see if we can find Hanskin. Hanskin does have a TP. He's very close to getting the Blink Dagger online. As Frost, he's going to have eyes on Afu. As Chelsea, heals combo, knows that he doesn't have to worry about the Spike Carapace as already used when he spotted out Frost. So Afu has no safety mechanism. Bottom lane, Hanskin, look at his chase down 3-4-3 battle. He does have the Supernova. Ooh, he's stuck. The battle,
man, if he
could go in with dive for 5 seconds and egg it. If Afu gets the setup, it could actually be pretty nice. So he's going to just go for the free heal safely. Don't use to do aggressive. I mean, it stops the push.
Is that the play you would have made, Owen?
I would have liked to see him get the spirits out, dive straight into the midst of it all. Afu gets a good stun, bam. People die to the egg, TP's come in, backups there from the team, do something with it, you know, make something magic. But maybe didn't want to take the risk. Was happy, you know, stays getting space up top. You know, no need to do anything too crazy, I guess. Oh.
Nice. They get at least the 2 bounties on the side of RNG. That's big for your Alk.
Yeah, now he got the relic.
Yep, you can finish off these jungle camps and then be pretty. You'll have that relic.
Oh, yeah, well, that means he has already got the recipe, hasn't he? Yeah.
What time is it? Like a 15 minute radiance. Wow, that is a bit late, I gotta say. I've seen a lot of 11-minute radiances, and that means that by the time he has this up, you're gonna have an Axe and a Wraith King with Blink.
Yes.
And it gets very scary because you just die to these heroes, and they don't have much peel on the side of RNG. These two supports are excellent once you get into the mid to late game, but right now, it's very ineffective.
Oh, the stun was missed. Oh, it doesn't matter though. There's still that Arfu didn't go for the stun off the 2 areas around as well.
That would have been.
Do they want to fight this? They're trying. Okay, onto the Wyvern, and there it will fall. He'll tank it for the team. The rest of the team gets out. But that is now dead, and only losing the Wyvern in return, so TFT will certainly take that. See Frost, as you say, Blink Dagger's now out on top of the armlet. He can look to get involved himself. And nearly has that level 12. That's sure to cool down on the reincarnation.
It's just TFT continuing to try and shove 3 lanes while playing aggressive enemy woods with their supports. Jonas does have the Dragonlance completed, just trying to steal some Alchemist's farm. This is how you want to play against him. You don't need to kill Alch, even though it is nice. You just want to ensure that his jungle isn't free. Never give him the ability to just rotate through woods, force him to take tough farm, and put himself in a bad spot.
Frost, he's getting in. He's kicking it off, he's charging straight away into the beam of the sun ray. He's going to cook up a concoction, but they've already lost the Pugna. Actually ended up getting stunned himself. The Supernova does come out. They pop the reincarnation of Watch, but he falls. TFT, they found 2 kills so far out of the fight. The Supernova stun holding back Frost as Monet charged forward. Monet's pretty low though. The Winter's Curse comes out, disabling the 2 of them. Chessie is going to have the setup. Surely he's been able to punch down one. 3-4-3 getting dunked down as well by Hanskip. As TFT take the fight. RNG sort of throwing everything into it, but it's just not enough from their side. They're taking these fights from behind, and they're losing 15-4, 7 TFT, and it grown or try.
Yep. And this is a really tough spot because whenever your Alchemist is in a position where he's pretty much the only core in your team with a farm, no one else is going to be able to get back into the game because their map is already so starved of resources. They're going to look to give everything they can to stay, but that leaves nothing for the Monet Bloodseeker and the Pugna.
I mean, so realistically here, should this have been a fight that RNG should have just got out of, or?
I think it's a fine fight. The egg was a bit late. And in addition, Mane didn't really have much of an impact. Like, did he even get the Rupture off in this fight? I think it might have been on the Wraith King pre-ultimate, and it just doesn't pay off. You can see how low the TFT heroes are, but it's just not a well-executed enough team fight. The Pugna isn't able to get involved, and now once again, 3-4-3 going down. I've yet to see either support really make an impact on this game for RNG. I think that's the main difference. We've seen Hanskin involved in umpteen kills, the Wyvern as well. Era, new to the 5 position, but captaining, doing all the warding for the most part.
I'm going for a Rose Shout. TFT, they've got very good damage to do so between Chessie and Frost. They should get away with this one without any sort of interruption. Supernova is back up, but RNG nowhere near the Roche Pit for now.
Look at the Alp network though, just this little bit of time at bottom wave. It's crazy how fast it skyrockets upwards.
Because that is the thing, surely. But TFT, they do need to do something aggressive. Ideally, what with this first Aegis, could you expect even sort of a potential Rax taking? Could they go that far at this point? Are they that far ahead? I mean, the egg's dead. Oh, is it?
Yeah,
one more touch. Oh, they got it. They get the egg, they lose the Aegis. Monet and Arfu still hanging around. Oh, he stunned himself. He did try and jump in, but indeed the concoction, it ends up killing it. Was stunning himself, holding himself back. SRF backs away, but there's the jump force from Hanscan. He's got the call, the damage comes out with the Splinter Blast. They take SRF down as well.
And some big miscues there. The decrep a second, like a quarter second late, so the egg goes down. And then Stay on the Alk stuns himself instead of the Lina as he respawned. That could have been another sure kill, and Lina's a huge target right now. He would give so much gold.
Oh yeah, and Jesse now got the BKB, so an even harder target. for RNG to get on top of us. 18-4, 9k lead. And it's a 9k lead for a team against an Alchemist, and an Alchemist with pretty good net worth. So if you sort of take into account the inflated net worth of the Alch being an Alch, it's a much bigger lead that TFT have than the numbers show. He's outside. They catch themselves a big one. They get the Bloodseeker. Mone's gone, and now Arfu in trouble as well. At the same time, Jesse, he's committing with the BKB, looking for that out.
Again.
And he's bursted down, or is he the decrepit fight? Not going to save him. Hanskin jumps in with the call. The spins come into play. And again, TFT just absolutely crushing it.
Yeah, they're making it look easy. I mean, that was a fantastic invis that really set everything up, and it's at the end of it. The egg just a little early, I would say. The stun comes out late. We have actually an end to that replay in the meantime. Mid being pressured. Skeleton's gonna get popped.
They're going straight down the mid at TFT.
Yeah, I think you can afford to push a little bit. They have no BKB on chest. You gotta be a little careful.
But no out for still 10 seconds or so.
I like this. Just get a little damage. Maybe force the glyph. That's the key here if you're TFT. You're not really able to force high ground until you get some more kills.
Maybe pop. Potential follow-up stuns. And RNG there
comes out, but feels like it might be out of a TFT's position. Look at all the wards and sentries they have on the Radiant side of the map as well. Harris nuking the creep wave from tier 2 Radiant Tower. Just go Blade Mail on the Wraith King, an interesting choice, but I don't mind it when you consider you can just run into the Phoenix, the Pugna, the Alch.
Yeah.
Even Bloodseeker.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, can't turn off the damage.
Against that Bloodseeker, indeed.
Another invis comes out, well timed.
TFT getting all the objectives, getting all the timings.
You're gonna keep going. They saw the Nyx, they know he's in the area.
And is it for now? Decrepit finds the Wraith King to try and slow this. But Jesse with that DD pummeling into the tier 3 tower. They can't quite get out. At the same time, stay furiously farming outside of the base.
I don't know if that Manta is going to really help them too much. They're in a position where they really need a fight. They want to kill this Lina, but it's so difficult. And you can see already the issue is that, yeah, the Alchemist is still top net worth as you'd expect, but the rest of the draft, like no one on RNG really has a foothold in this game at the moment. You had a Yold on the Bloodseeker. What's Pugna got? Like maybe an Aether Lens and Tranquil Boots? Like this is a sad life if you are not the Alchemist fan. They're just waiting for that axe that they get in 40 minutes or so.
Alpha does find error. Could see the temptation for go for this. They've got the blink forward as well as they're committing onto this Wyvern, but Hanskin comes in with a 2-man call. The Bloodbright may be down, but they've already lost the Alchemist. Arfu, he'll die as well as Jonathan Fan commits with the BKB. Wow. Trying to jump the Wyvern outside of the base when they weren't quite familiar where the rest of TFT were. Not really the play you want to be going for when you're playing from behind. There's always going to be an answer from the rest of the side. Unlikely that Wyvern's going to be out alone when you know TFT are playing aggressive. And now your base back under threat. The tier 3 tower, it will fall this time. And TFT are looking for more. Onto the racks, can they do anything to get them off them? RNG, they're spamming out, and that looks like it'll be enough. They're playing it safe again, TFT. They'll take tier 3s. They can look towards shrines. No need to rush it. They know that they have got quite a lead still in this game, where still at 25 minutes, the Alch struggling to sort of keep ahead of the Lina's net worth. They're pretty much even, which is absolutely not where you want to be at all with an Alchemist.
Yeah, you are definitely struggling. I gotta already say that Twitch chat, if you're watching this, you better be giving this MVP to my boy Hanskin, because he has played a hell of a game. Above the Bloodseeker and the Pugna in net worth.
Yeah, 5, 1, and 10.
Yeah. And the thing is, his kill participation has been critical kills. The early game, he was unstoppable. He's got a ton of blink taunts. I think he killed the Alchemist, or was helping be responsible for that at least 3 or 4 times already. Doing a great job. And it's just tough to play this kind of game if you're RNG. You're all stuck on your own side of the map. There really isn't much you can do to get some momentum. In TFT, you're just going to farm, get that second Aegis, and then just look to make plays. And Alp just doesn't have the survivability yet.
Zafu. It's been found. Man, we're on about Hanskin gets him with the Invis rune. Quick opening to set up. Arfu does get to sacrificed by Carapace as well. Will walk away. They are trying to chase. Of course, Hanskin's got that gem. As Alf. But on what Spike Carapace really trying to keep the distance, and he's got the speed to get out. He'll survive. That calls Mage Anderson fan. Popping the BKB at a Warrior of a follow-up after being ruptured.
There's just no threat on these heroes. Oh my goodness, and Ags and Chessie. So farmed. And it's just near impossible to kill any of these TFT heroes. You know, I feared for their damage output through the RNG BKBs, but I didn't realize it kind of goes both ways in this game.
Yeah.
There's no one capable of really doing right-click damage just yet on RNG, and you've got Mirana now and Chessie on that Lena with BKB. Mr. Fu. I don't feel like this is the same RNG team we saw play against Tigers yesterday.
They are crumbling big time. I mean, at the same time, this is really sort of TFT just looking phenomenal. As he does get the self-heals up to touch the stone, but there's 4 heroes there, he's dead.
What's Monet doing there? I mean, all set up by that ward we just saw at top of that hill. One of my favorite dire wards. You can never really get one in base reliably, but that ward on the high ground there sees so much and allows you to hunt very easily. That tier 3 tower is already down in the mid. You're gonna take this Rex with ease.
Yeah, and I mean TFT just looking fantastic here, and it's sort of games like this where, you know, it just goes to show that anything can happen in this minor. I feel like I've read a lot of comments before this minor where, you know, a lot of the online experts would be like, what, RNG are just going to trash everybody at this land? It's not happening, boys. Not happening, girls. This is RNG struggling. Everyone else is able to sort of really challenge this team. And it just goes to show how close a lot of these teams are.
Yep.
To one another, and anything could happen in this minor, and who knows who's going to take that top spot.
Yeah, I gotta say, I feel like it's just a lot of teams are streaky, right? I mean, if you think about it, think about the players that are going to be up in this winner bracket now. Assuming, you know, TFT were to take this game and then the next, you'll have the Eternal Envy-led Complexity, a wild card if I've ever seen one. You've got the new Navi roster, which, I mean,
pretty good.
Are they back? Are they still here? Did they ever leave? Who knows? Oh, got a fight.
Let's have a look. Come on, he's trying to run, but Hanskin gets the last grab. Grab on him, Arfu. Surrounded as well. That'll be another 2 kills for TFT as RNG.
Yeah. And unseen off to the left. That's right. Stay, once again, stunned himself on the Alchemist. I believe he's landed more on himself than the enemy's side. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I think you're right. And this will be another Roshan for TFT.
Yeah.
This game, I mean, this is 29 minutes, it's a 21k lead.
What? Stay?
Against an Alchemist. You know, this is just how far ahead TFT are. I don't think
they're just chain feeding around the map.
I mean, I don't think we don't have a stats guide, but I'm sure the stats for sort of games where it's 30 minutes in, there's an Alch still in a game, or at least, you know, not tapping.
I don't think RNG scored a kill since that 1-for-4 trade in the mid. Like, and that was their 1 kill to the enemy 4. Like, this is just demoralizing. Eventually, you're things right.
they popped the reincarnated, the Wraith King. That was it. That's 5 buybacks coming in and out from RNG, and they literally just popped the Wraith King out and did nothing else. It cost them at least 10 lives to sort of go through this.
And we can pack it up.
Nah.
It's time to go home.
It is. What time is it? We're going to make good timing for dinner today, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's 5:15. This game one has anything to sort of say in terms of the outlook of this whole series. TFT could just be walking away with a victory today. As this game one, they are severely outclassing RNG. Like, I mean, it's to the point. All 5 of their heroes above the 4. Sure, you know, the Alk, he's at the top, but he's an Alk.
Yeah.
You know, Alk is always going to be there, even if the game's bad, because a lot of times, as you see, he's just been hitting jungle creeps.
It's sort of like you have the phrase "garbage time" in like UK sports.
No, I don't really watch sports. I play video games. So.
That's okay. Me too. So let's say your favorite footy team.
I don't really watch football. These are bad.
It's 5-0, okay? And then,
that's pretty bad, yeah.
You score a goal, and then it's 5-1, but there's only 2 minutes left in the game. That's what this feels like. It's nice. You get a little bit of a bonus to your stats, your GPM numbers for the tournament increase, but really, it's just still a bit of a suffer. And wow, Jesse just deletes the Nyx Assassin from the video game. The egg goes in. Might survive. Nope, that's Alina.
Oh, no, it's gonna live. Oh, it lives. Oh, they killed Jesse.
Oh no.
But they lost Mane. And they lost 3-4-3. Stay. He's going in with a...
Command to dodge. Oh no, he did it again.
Didn't find Hansken. Hansken will live. They brought back on Jesse. They want to turn the fight back around. And Stay is being chased. The battle hunger on him. Hansken going in. Wow. They actually called GG. That's game over, boys and girls. 39-6, so 30-something K. As one of the easiest games I think we've seen TFT had. They made that look just crisp and smooth.
Yeah, I mean that felt like a lot